All right. Well, you see, that's the problem with the gay community. And the thing is that gay men, and this is my own perception. I know I'm gonna get heat for this. I don't care. I've already reached this far. I get heat all the time. I get angry hate mail. Jose, you're wrong. Jose, you're a dumbass. Jose, whatever. But I'm gonna just go ahead and say it because I don't care anymore. But the thing is, what's been on my mind the last couple of days, and this is all about Valentine's Day, but really the sex part is what amazes me about gay men. Gay men, in particular, are so uptight about sex. If you really look at it, gay men are more uptight about it. Lesbians, well, that fuck, they do it everywhere or anywhere. I'm not saying that gay men are prudes. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that gay men are so uptight about sex, about talking about it, about not talking about it, but certain gay men, I would say like a lot of gay men have their own, shall we say, they're set in their ways, and nothing can change that. You have gay men who are only interested in Asians and all that. Now, for me, I'm only really looking into Latinos, my own race. But I've already tried black. I tried Asian. I had an Asian boyfriend before, and but now I just want to settle down with a Latino. I tried it. I'm open. But there are these hardcore people who say, look, I only date guys who are buff. I only date bears. I only date, and they're uptight. That's what uptight really means, is when you're not open. When you're not open-minded about things. Especially the age part. Oh, you're over 27. Oh, you're over 30. Oh, my God. You must be getting social security or something. I mean, it's just so ridiculous that you have this notion running around the gay community. And I think that, yes, gay men are more uptight about sex. Set in our ways. And especially if you talk about porn, or talk about gay porn, or gay porn stars. Like this week I talked about that guy, Miklos. What is his name? Arpad Miklos. I talked about him, and then I get heat. How dare you, I get told. How dare you talk about this guy? How dare you, smear his name and all that. How dare you talk ill of somebody who's dead? And over a gay porn star, I mean, people get gay men angry over the fact that another gay man has an opinion about a gay dead porn star. All of a sudden, oh my God, I'm evil. I mean, this is worse than being prude, because when you're prude, you just don't participate. These people are so, I don't know, they're just uptight. They're just so closed that if you have any alternative view or way of looking at things, especially about sex, they get all up, they blow up. And that's really the bad side about the gay community. It really, something that it really grinds my gears, And when you start to, state an opinion, let's say, I don't think gay men should be whores and sluts. They should settle down and have monogamous relationships. If you support monogamy, oh my God, you're Hitler. If you say, well, I don't think people should be in orgies, that's a cesspool of disease. If you have that opinion, I'm not saying I have it, but a lot of people have those kinds of opinions. Oh shit. The avalanche of reaction is like, how dare you criticize us? How dare you say that? No, no, no. You are a bitch. You are a whiny asshole. Probably you don't get laid. Blah, 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 blah. And the thing is, and we talked about this yesterday with the Facebook page that was centered around barebacking. And these gay guys, they got all pissed. They're like, oh my god, how dare you take down this page that promotes risky behavior, that promotes basically death. That's what it is. That's my opinion. Live with it. Golly, get a life. What's the matter? What's the matter with you people? You people are fucking lunatics. Those of you who like send me. And the weird part is that I get a lot of criticism, and it's the same people always. Like, they listen to the show. They listen to me because they need me. They need to get angry over something. And these people are fucking uptight. Maybe if you were, I don't know, open-minded to other people's views, open-minded to the fact that, hey, maybe monogamy is a good idea, right? I mean, you accuse others who are not open to being a whore or a slut or having, oh, I'm sorry, those are not politically correct terms. All right. People who are in open relationships, let's say that. People who are in open relationships, they get to have sex with multiple partners and all that. And yet if you say, hey, why don't you try monogamy? Oh my god, they just rip you apart if you say that. Rip you apart. If you are into bareback and you say, hey, why don't you try something, why don't you try wearing a condom? Oh my god, you are a Nazi if you say that. You are Satan. That's blasphemy. Don't you dare talk about my sex life. Don't you dare criticize me. As if that's, we're just giving you options. Just like you always try to give me options and say, hey, Jose, try this. Go to an orgy. Try this. I tried so much shit from guys. Guys always coming to me saying, hey, Jose, you want to try some scat? I said, fuck no. Because I have this phobia about shit. I don't like to smell shit. I don't like to be around shit. And I don't like to be around people who have a fetish over shit. Feces has viruses and bacteria. I don't know. That's just what I know, and I'm sorry, I'm not into it. And that doesn't make me an uptight prude. Alright? I have a serious phobia. I'm sorry. I just don't like shit. And I've been asked to be in orgies, and sometimes I say no. I say, I'm sorry. And I've been in orgies. I know. I tried it. Okay? And people call me uptight and prude for suggesting that maybe monogamy might be a good option. That maybe having a good and honest relationship with somebody, close relationship, sexual and healthy, oh my god, you're a pariah if you say that. And I've seen it all the time, everywhere, on the internet, at the clubs, everywhere. You have people on forums and on boards talking about sex, and if you say, oh my god, I don't think that being promiscuous is actually a good idea, oh, you get bombarded. But then, of course, monogamy is being under attack, and they attack it all the time. I mean, these are the same people that say, oh, monogamy is bullshit, it's hetero assimilation, it is, oppressive. I hear all these arguments, and that's not really what it is, but okay, fine. But yet, when we judge these people, not judge them, I wouldn't say that, but when we say, hey, look, this is how this other option works, and why we think it's better, and then they say, "Oh my God, you're evil. Get out of here. You're a bitch." And that's why I think gay men are so uptight, because they refuse. Not all of them, but a lot of gay men are so uptight about sex. Maybe that's why I used to get a lot of guys, because I was always open minded, and guys would be like, "Okay, are you into this? Are you into that? Let's try this. Let's try." And I tried all this weird shit. Why? Because I liked those guys. I really did. I really was into them. I wanted a relationship, and to keep a relationship, I had to do all this weird shit I wasn't into, but I did it because I was asked. And in the end, I get called a prude. I get called whatever, because I don't adhere to their commands. And I tried everything already except for the scat. I tried the golden shower. I got pissed on. I got slapped. I got dominated with leather and all that bullshit. The whips, the handcuffs, being tied, the role playing, playing doctor. I did all of that shit. And yes, some of them was fun. Some of it was kind of creepy, and it creeped me out, and I don't want to do it again. But I tried it. All right? And people call me still prude. I even had a threesome with a woman and a guy, a couple, because they wanted to try it out, a bisexual thing. All right. I did it because that guy was very cute, and he was a good friend of mine, and I did it. Oh, but I'm the prude one. I am the prude one. That's why gay men are so uptight. And when you just say, "Look, I think monogamy is a really good option," once you get older, you see why. You say, "Oh no, get out of here. We're going to burn you at the stake if you say that again." It's just weird that you try to give advice to people, and people don't want to hear it, and that's fine. Just tell me, "Jose, I don't want to hear your options. I don't want to hear it." Fine. So does that mean I have a right to say, "You know what? I'm not into your scat. I'm not into your golden shower. I'm not into your bisexual threesome. I'm not into all that shit." But I get judged for that, though. People will say, "Oh my God, you're prude. Oh, what's the matter with you? Oh, what's wrong with you? Why wouldn't you let me pee all over your head?" I'm the one that is dysfunctional because I don't want shit on my chest. You get that? I don't know. It's just weird. I'm just a normal gay guy. What do you expect from me? And I have my own unique ways of looking at things, okay? I'm not your typical Muppet. Alright? And I know people hate that. A lot of gay people hate that. That's why I started that video. I forgot what it was called. I made a video a long time ago about how there's certain gay people within the community who are trying to control our thoughts, who are trying to tell us what to say and how to say it, and everything's scripted and fake, and oh God. And I think there is this thing that's going on. I'm not saying there's a conspiracy, but it's just it's like a program that's kind of controlling our thoughts. And trying to impose this supposedly gay culture on us, and making all of us kind of think alike. Instead of being honest and saying gay marriage, "Oh no, it's marriage equality." There's a huge difference between those two, and there is. People don't seem to understand that. If you actually look up those words, you'll see why. So, no, but I tell you, the sex thing is just. It's funny that gay guys will be out there saying, "Oh, straight people are prude and they're archaic, or they're in their own world, and we're more liberating. We are about liberation." I mean, that was the '70s, the whole gay liberation bullshit, uh, and saying, "Oh yes, we stand for liberation. We do whatever the hell we want." And then so we tried it, and then we had the '80s, we had the AIDS crisis, and then people toned down a little bit. I guess a lot of gay guys were not old enough to remember the AIDS crisis. I think that's why. And there are people out there who says, "Oh, don't worry if you get HIV. You don't worry. It's not a life sentence. It's not a death sentence. It's yeah. That's what I want to say. It's not a death sentence. It's a life sentence. I just don't want to be sentenced at all." Okay. But people still die of AIDS and HIV. People need to understand that. What the hell does it matter with you? You're all fucking delusional if you think that way. So, there you go. The fact is, for me at least, is that gay men are more prude and they're more closed minded and they're more uptight about sex itself. Because once you offer a different option, you say, "Hey, I know you're into promiscuity and you want to have an open relationship. Why don't you try monogamy?" "Oh, you're judging me." Whatever.